No one expected a puppy to change the entire police station that morning. Officers were going through routine paperwork when the front door suddenly swung open and a tiny German Shepherd puppy tumbled inside. He wasn't just running, he was begging. His paws skidded across the floor as he scrambled toward Officer Mia, sitting on her knees, and pressing his little paws together as if pleading for help. The room fell silent. The puppy shook uncontrollably, eyes wide with panic, whimpering as he pointed his nose toward the exit, toward something outside that only he knew. Mia leaned closer. "Hey buddy, what happened?" But when she checked the puppy's collar, her heart stopped. What happened next shocked everyone. Before we start, make sure to hit like, share, and subscribe. And really, I'm curious, where are you watching from? Drop your country name in the comments. I love seeing how far our stories travel. The morning at the police station began like any other. Officers shuffled papers, phones rang softly, and the smell of fresh coffee drifted through the air. Nothing unusual, until the front door suddenly flew open. With a loud creak, every head turned. A tiny German Shepherd puppy, no more than a few months old, came sprinting inside. His paws slipped on the polished floor as he stumbled forward, chest rising and falling with frantic breaths. He wasn't running randomly. He was running to them. Officer Mia knelt instinctively. The puppy skidded to a stop right in front of her and did something no one expected. He stood on his hind legs and pressed his little front paws together, trembling as if he were begging. The room fell silent. Hey, it's okay," Mia whispered, reaching out slowly. But the puppy was shaking too hard to calm down. He whimpered, nudging her hand urgently, then looked back toward the door as if trying to pull her with him. His eyes were wide, full of fear and desperation no puppy should ever have. Something was terribly wrong, and the moment Mia reached for his collar, she realized this puppy hadn't come here by accident. He'd come for help. "Officer." Mia gently lifted the trembling puppy into her arms. His small heart thudded wildly against her chest, and every few seconds he let out a soft whimper, as if afraid she might stop listening. She slowly brushed aside the thick puppy fur around his neck, searching for a tag. Then she froze. Tucked beneath the collar was a tiny crumpled piece of paper, folded many times, edges torn, stained with dirt. Mia carefully pulled it free. The entire room seemed to hold its breath as she unfolded it. The handwriting was shaky, uneven, desperate. Her eyes widened as she read the first line. "Please help them." Behind her, another officer stood. "Help who?" Mia kept reading, voice tightening. "There are more. They're hurt. I can't save them. I'm sorry." A chill swept through the room. The message ended with one heartbreaking sentence. This puppy was the only one who got away. Mia looked down at the little German Shepherd. He stared back at her with wide, pleading eyes, eyes that had witnessed something no puppy ever should. "This isn't just a lost dog," Mia whispered. "He came here to show us something." And the station instantly shifted from routine to emergency. The moment Mia finished reading the note, the puppy squirmed out of her arms and bolted toward the station doors. He paused only long enough to look back, letting out a sharp, urgent bark. He wants us to follow him, Mia said, already moving. 2 officers grabbed their vests. Another called for backup, but the little German shepherd didn't wait. He ran outside, paused slapping the concrete, glancing back constantly to make sure they were coming. Mia and the officers followed him down the steps across the parking lot and toward the street. The puppy darted between cars, nose low, tail stiff with determination. Every few steps he turned around and whimpered, begging them to hurry. Easy, buddy. We're right behind you, Mia called, breath quickening. The city noise faded as the puppy led them through narrow alleys, past old brick buildings and across empty lots. He seemed to know exactly where he was going. Every turn was sharp, confident, urgent. The farther they went, the more frantic he became. Where is he taking us? One officer muttered. Mia didn't answer, because in that moment, the puppy stopped at the edge of an abandoned industrial area, whining, pawing at the ground as if the real nightmare was waiting just ahead. The puppy stood trembling at the entrance of the abandoned industrial yard, his tiny paws shifting anxiously on the cracked concrete. A cold wind whistled through the broken windows of the empty warehouses, carrying a faint, painful sound. One Mia almost missed, a whine, weak, fading. The puppy bolted toward the source. Follow him. They weaved through rusted metal scraps and collapsed fences until the puppy skidded to a stop beside an old shipping container. He pawed desperately at the metal door, crying louder now, begging them to open it. Mia pulled her flashlight. Check for movement inside. One officer pressed his ear to the container. His eyes widened. There's something or someone in there. With a grunt, 2 officers forced the door open and the sight inside froze. Everyone. A German shepherd, full grown, injured, barely breathing, lay curled around 2 smaller puppies, shielding them with the last bit of strength she had left. Her ribs showed through her fur, her breaths shallow. The mother dog lifted her head weakly when the little puppy rushed to her, pressing his face into her neck. "Oh my God," Mia whispered, voice breaking. This was his family, and he had brought them help just in time. The moment the container door swung fully open, the officers moved into action. Mia rushed forward with a blanket, gently wrapping it around the weakened mother dog. The injured shepherd whimpered softly, but her eyes stayed locked on her puppy, the brave little one who had run miles to save them. "You did so good," Mia whispered, tears stinging her eyes. The 2 tiny puppies beside the mother were barely moving. Their fur was cold, their breasts shallow. An officer radioed, "Urgently, we need animal rescue and medical support. Immediately. We've got critical condition animals." As they lifted the mother dog onto a stretcher, Mia noticed something tucked beneath her paw. A second piece of paper, brittle and stained. She unfolded it with shaking hands. This message was longer and far darker. "I rescued these dogs from someone dangerous. He's coming back. I can't protect them anymore. Please save them." The final line made Mia's chest tighten. If the puppy reaches you, it means I didn't make it. Silence fell. Officers exchanged heavy glances. The truth was heartbreaking. The puppy hadn't just saved his family. He was carrying the last plea of someone who sacrificed everything to protect them. And the real threat might still be out there. The sirens echoed across the abandoned yard as animal rescue vans pulled in. Paramedics gently carried the weakened mother dog and her fragile puppies into warm crates lined with blankets. The brave little German shepherd puppy refused to leave their side, whining softly each time someone lifted them as if afraid he might lose them again. Mia knelt beside him, stroking his tiny head. They're safe now, she whispered. You saved them. Hours later at the clinic, the update finally came. The mother's going to make it, the vet said with a tired smile. She's weak, but she held on. Because of him. The puppy nuzzled his mother's face, tail wagging weakly. The sight brought tears to Mia's eyes, proof of loyalty no human could ever match. An officer approached her. They'll need a foster home, maybe even a permanent one. Mia didn't hesitate. She looked at the puppy curled in her lap, his small chest rising and falling peacefully for the first time. I'll take them, she said softly. All of them. The station later wrote the headline everyone talked about. A puppy walked in asking for help and ended up saving his whole family. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more emotional, true inspired stories.